It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from the Steel City. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
There's a lot of guys out there, Mike, that over the last couple years, the start of Justin Fields' career, they love nitpicking his game. It's a little unconventional. He's not an in-rhythm, on-time pocket quarterback. But I think that's okay. I think some of the criticism is fair, but there's one thing you can't deny. He is electric with the ball in his hands, both escaping the pocket and as a designed runner. I think they need to lean into his strengths as a player. Don't shy away from him. Because when he's playing at the top of his game, man, he is the ultimate weapon.
And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, not an ideal situation to start this game off, Mike. I mean, the smoke from the pregame festivities were still lingering in the air, and you find yourself down a score. You don't have to necessarily go for the quick strike. Whatever your plan was coming into this game, stick to it. Of course, they didn't plan on falling behind this quickly. There is a long game ahead of them. Just get back on track.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw is Nix. And off the deflection, it is taken in. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. May have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, here's Nix. That's going to be caught. And he is going to have the Broncos first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On first down, it is Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Let's go.
Here's Nix to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete. Here's a third down and 4.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cougar 19.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game. Like, I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
They're called in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Steelers offense ready to get going with their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Easy, easy, easy. Hey, 551.
They put Wilson in motion.
No mas, no mas. Tonight.
First down. Fields. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Press.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, son. Go.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Hey, Can. Delta. You got a mini bases. Why not? Hey, Can. EQ. Hey, never mind. Monday.
They put Pickens in motion.
Tonight.
A first down throw for Fields. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Hey, Ken.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
Right.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Taking off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Bunch right. Here we go. 11.
They put Pickens in motion.
Angel. Mayday. Right.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. A pass taken in by Harris. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Second down and 8.
Here we go. We good. Alpha. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to be 3rd down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Here we go.
Williams in motion. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
Hey, Ken. West right zip. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Broncos offense ready for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. Still on his feet. And he will score. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, son.
They put Pickens in motion.
Hey, can. Hey, can. Press it. Bunch right. Go.
Fields now on 2nd down. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Now it's Harris. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Angel. Delta. Easy. Right.
Another run here with Harris. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Here we go, tonight.
They put Pickens in motion.
Tonight.
They try to run for it with Harris. He will have a Steelers 1st down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, 551. No mas. Hey, can. Delta. You got a mini baby. Hey, can. Right.
Now, Fields. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
EQ. Here we go. Hey, never mind. Monday. Alpha, let's go. Hey, can. Bunch right. Right.
To throw is Fields.
Good.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Second and a yard.
Here we go, tonight.
They'll try to run it with Harris. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll give it to Harris again. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
551. Go.
They'll go, and it's Harris. Powering forward. He's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Steelers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Nix. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Go street. 18 Pioneer.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go. Sack. 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19. Riggs. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Take go.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. He goes right back to Sutton. And the Broncos are going to be set up. 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. Lutz for the extra point. The Broncos move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Eleven. Here we go.
Fields. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
19 tight. Go!
On first down, here's Nix to throw. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game.
Hold the ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready. Hurt. Warrior 70. 19 Lion. Hut.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Mims. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
70 Lion. Reload. They smash.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
18 Raptor, 79 Bronco, 18 Pioneer. Check. 60 Maverick. Ready?
2nd down. Nix. The catch made there by Sutton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember. But here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the third quarter.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Hawk 7. Hawk.
Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Check smash.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
Nix from the gun on third down. This one complete to Sutton. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. He's going to have a Broncos first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
Cowboy 80. Set. Viking 18.
They'll go again with Williams. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Go street. Go.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. This one intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Off the play action, here's Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Good.
They put Pickens in motion.
Chip slant. All right.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 17 yards on that connection. That's a Steeler first down.
Here we go. Set.
A run. Here's Harris. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Alpha. Here we go, side.
They put Pickens in motion.
Right.
They run it over center with Harris. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, side. Right.
On the ground, this is Harris. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
That's a great to accomplish one of 2 things. Turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big 3rd down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone.
Alpha. Extend. Hey, Ken.
Williams in motion.
Tonight.
Fields to throw for it. That's taken in. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Steelers extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They send Sutton in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 11.
Here we go, set. 70 rings. Dragon 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Hurt. 7 Pirates. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one caught Devon Vele. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Nix gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
Ready? Warrior 70, 19 Lion. 18 Randall. Ready?
Here's Nix to throw. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
Let's go.
One more time for Williams. And this time he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score. The lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
West right zip. Here we go.
They put Wilson in motion.
Go.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, it's hot.
Slot receiver headed right.
Is it hot?
Fields now on 2nd down. Off balance throw. It's complete. 15 yards on the catch and run for the 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Williams in motion.
Easy. Hey, 551, 550. Right.
2nd down. It's Fields. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion.
No mas. Right.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Hey, can.
They put Wilson in motion.
Right.
Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats.
11.
That's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They put Wilson in motion.
Tonight.
Harris.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Out, let's go.
Williams in motion.
Hey, can. Bunch right. Go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Go!
The drive begins with a run by Williams. A short gain there to about the 22. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
On the set. Let's go now. 79 Bronco. 18 Pioneer. Check. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut.
They'll drop to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And this will be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and 3rd down coming up.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and
Here we go.
I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Mayday.
Williams in motion.
Chip slant. Alpha. Sit high.
1st down. Fields. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Extend. Hey, can. West
Austin brought in motion.
Hey, can. Hey, can. Test. Butt straight. Delta. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down.
Here we go, son.
There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Hey, can. Delta. You got a mini basic. Hey, can. EQ. Sit high.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Monday. Here we go, son. Alpha, let's go. Hey, can. Bunch right. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
11. Here we go. Angel. Mayday. Chip slant. Alpha.
Williams in motion.
Right.
A 1st down throw for Fields. The throw on the run is complete. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs, and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Extend. Hey, can. West right zip. Tonight.
Now Fields. He's going to tuck it and go. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Nix now on 1st and 10. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. All 3 timeouts left. How much that's going to matter remains to be seen. Here comes 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Thrown left side, the catch is made. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. And now a timeout. We are under 10 seconds to go. From here, it's a long field goal. What are they going to do?
19 tight. Not Warriors. 17. 19 Lion. Go street. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. That one on the former Notre Dame star, Mike McGlinchey. Here comes second down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. They'll go with the sneak. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Catch left. There we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Walker. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Smith going to move him around. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Middle. 13X. Check 59, cover.
Throwing now is Gino. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Ready.
Hill going to go in motion right. After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Ready, set.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Hey.
In motion, Hill. Here's Tua. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Here we go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Smith. Open man is Barner, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
No ball, no ball.
Throwing is Smith. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go,
Walker once more. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
21G.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Scat. East right, snug. Out.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Turbo 1, high. Bonner, long.
Now Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game. And now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Geno. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we go, Salon! 49, flip her off, 49.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go
now
Wednesday,
Smith going to change the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless.
All right, fellas,
and I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Lockett, the man in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Geno now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They snap it to Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now 2nd and 5.
Get safe. Go ahead.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now he's free up the left sideline. Jalen Waddle inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
We talk so much about run after the catch, or rack. A term coined by our very own, the coach, John Madden, the legendary one himself. And you definitely won't find a better illustration of it than right here. He's going to take this one, and away he goes. Nearly takes it the length of the field before finally being tracked down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Tua going to throw. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it looks like the defense has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Looking to pass. Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
Hey. Go ahead. Hey, 21 TA.
Looking to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Solo left Zion.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey, get set.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
scat. Yeah, ready. Turbo 1, high.
In motion, Hill.
Hut.
Tua, the final shot before half. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
44. Ready. Ready, set.
Play action. Now it's Tua. It's Hill. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Left Zion. Solo left Zion. Get set. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 21 TA. 20 TX.
Here's Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Ready.
Back to the ground, Achane. And bulldozing his way through. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 40 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, now how about this return? And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Now Smith. And that'll be incomplete.
When a ball's tipped in the air and falls incomplete, sometimes it's almost insignificant, but not in this game because 3 interceptions have already been thrown. So when this one got tipped in the air, you just had to wonder, could this be the 4th? Instead, it falls incomplete, and the guys on offense breathe a sigh of relief.
53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Inside the 10. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Ready.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready, set.
Now Tua. He's got Smith here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing now is Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Off of play action, here's Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Salon.
Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant with an amazing diving catch. And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
21G.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Go ahead.
In motion, Hill. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now a 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here we go, hey. Line. Hey, it's a clip. Tuesday.
Now Geno. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tuesday. 49, flip her off, 49.
Smith now to throw. That is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Geno's going to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Hey! Watson, Oscar. Set.
Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Get set.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Middle. Here we go. 13 next.
Out of the gun, Smith. Throw left side, complete. That's Walker. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Ready.
Gino now to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Check 59. Cover. There we go,
Smith to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Hey, here we go, Check 58.
Smith's going to throw it. Finding Walker, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, trio left.
Smith. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now Tagovailoa. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Oh, a pretty surprising suboptimal start to the drive there.
I like that. Suboptimal, to put it nicely, right? Because you would think that with all the time they had on the sideline prior to that one, they'd come up with a little bit better play than that one. That was a disaster right from the beginning.
Get safe. Go ahead. Ready, set.
Getting this quickly to Berrios. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. That is intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here's Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Again, Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they would have loved to have scored a touchdown there, but this still sets them up for a game-winning field goal attempt.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Walker.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So on now comes the kicker. It's here in the final minute. Myers' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Solo. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey.
Throwing Tua.
Flushed out right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 21 TX. 20 TX.
Now Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From South Florida, good night, everybody.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And away we go from Lumen Field. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, we're going to run.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Hey, here we go. Slow ball, slow ball. Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. So what's up?
Smith in the pistol. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So that brings up second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So what's up?
Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Hey, here we go.
Moving
Sunday,
quickly,
Sunday.
trying to get set again.
Listen up.
Walker on first down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Like Jackson left,
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Middle. There we go, son.
They go play action. Here's Smith. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And the Saints going to the dime package here. Third down. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone. They're out and set. First and 10.
29. 694. Express. And Raider 2. Express.
Running back sent in motion.
That's it.
Carr going to open with a pass here. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
734. Raider 1.
Carr here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Get down.
Offense up to the line fast.
637. Hey, 734.
Another try following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep. It's complete. Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good.
From the red zone now. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
What's up?
Carr. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and goal. Gtowncapp's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Gets this to Fant. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
There we go, Sonoma. There we go, Sonoma.
Walker now from the gun. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. And play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Demario Davis. And the Saints get the football on the first turnover of the contest. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
29.
Carr throwing on 3rd. Kamara's got it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Offense in the hurry up here.
93. That's it.
On fourth down, Carr. He's got it to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on fourth down. That was impressive.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, here we go.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Hey, here we go, hey. Strike, strike. Hey, here we go, sir.
Back to the air. It's Smith. That's complete. Here's Brown. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, sir.
Handoff running left, Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Working quickly here.
Hold. Look, Jack's left. Ours.
Smith on 1st down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Slot man motioned over. This is Walker on 2nd. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. And play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready!
This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Alert! Alert!
From the gun, Smith. He lofts it deep left. Cut at the 20-yard line. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Well, no gain on the play, just fine for the defense, so they're going to decline the flag and let that play stand. They'll get another chance to knock the extra point through. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. Running down the left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Raider 9, 808.
Carr now on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Escapes the pocket. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think more than ever, QBs today are so good at doing this, Kate, buying himself enough time and actually finding a target downfield. Just this time, he couldn't quite make that connection.
What's up?
3rd and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Ernest Jones with the pick. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
13 next.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. He puts some power on it, deep one left. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Hey, here we go. Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday. There we go, son.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. And if you had another rushing play on your bingo board, you are correct. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Keyword, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Down. 29, 694. What's it, huh?
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's got Shaheed. And he's out of bounds past midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Hey, Raider 2, 1, Raider 1, 637.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. He's on the move. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Julian Love. And he's gonna go. It's a pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, 734. Down. What's it on?
Carr off the play fake. That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. Raider 1.
Back to the air. Carr. Still on his feet. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
618. That's it.
Carr with it on first. Forced out to his right. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Down. That's it.
Throwing again. It's Carr. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. the 40. Into the red zone. And he makes the half goal. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That pick six ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Monday, down!
Carr trying again after the pick. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
From the shotgun, Carr. Oh, he loses the football. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Handoff to Walker from the gun. Escapes a defender. And he gets this forward to the 19. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Hey, here we go, hey.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
There we go, Sonoma. There we go, Sonoma.
Running left. Here's Walker. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, they were hoping. They were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Here we go, here we go.
Smith on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. That's caught by Chris Olave. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Right down. You're mine. What's up?
Carr. Getting out to his left. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Completed over the middle. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Third and just 2 to go.
Now.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1. Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's Saints ball as we start the 4th, but any efforts might just be futile facing that deficit. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. Right now. Purdue. What's it?
Running for it, Kamara. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Running back sent in motion.
Ready?
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now. Ready.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. Room to the right. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. From the red zone now. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet.
Here we go.
But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Smith on 3rd and long. Completed to Lockett. And he's brought down for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Myers' kick is good. And that grows the lead to 27.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Down.
Carr here from the gun. Taken in by Oh, the football's loose. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense. And
he's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds, too. Oh, I don't believe it. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Down. That's it.
Carr to the air now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Saints trying to do some window dressing. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here. Third down. They kick the running back in motion. Carr staring down a third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Hey, on turbo, on turbo.
Trying to set this up quick.
53, 53.
Walker running to the right. And this play isn't a whole lot better. He gets back to the line, but no further. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Snowball, snowball.
Here he is on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Daytona.
Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
Snowball, snowball. Hey, alert, alert, alert. 53, 53.
Smith on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
That's up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. All right, one more snap to play here.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. What's up?
They give on second to Kamara. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.